So, I'm very new to this, so I'm just gonna lay it out there and try and get the message out and yeah, see how it works. So, basically, there's this learning how to learn book list that I managed to stumble upon after getting it from an email list on this course from I learned from Coursera. It's learning how to learn by Barbara Oakley. So I stumbled upon it when she sent me an email list, and it's basically 70 books on learning how to learn, basically. And personally, for me, it's been quite a struggle with my journey for higher education. So, yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. Alright. In a way, um, yeah, it's interesting to say, I guess, because some of the books on the list I've gone through, and yeah, I mean, I managed to get through some of the books, and I would be lying if I didn't say that they kind of changed my life a bit. Examples of these is Grit or Mindset. These books have kind of like changed my approach of how I view study in itself and being practiced more as a skill rather than something innate that's you have initially, like talent. So yeah, I mean, I guess I wrote down a few things just to like make sure I didn't go completely off track. So I'll just try and read off what I've learned here. So the reason I want to go on the books list allows me to learn better in the future. Now, personally for me, I'm more in the vein of getting your education via online resources and being able to like learn yourself and get through there without necessarily getting into depth for an education system. Now, I have nothing against it, and part of me feels that I'll have to go there eventually. But I feel in a sense that trying to get through this book list, learning how to learn, and really delving in deep about, I guess, I guess really knowing what it means to learn, I guess. I feel reading for this book list will immensely help because of the variety and range of different authors it comes from and just the expertise of these authors, I guess. Uh, I get the next thing I wrote is part of hacking my education. Now, I don't necessarily say that like reading this book list is going to completely replace an education completely, but I will say that like going through this book list, it will, I guess, in a sense, um, it will allow me to like approach learning in a new light, I guess. There's parts of this book list that I feel tackles different areas of learning how to learn, and learning how to learn is also a lifelong skill, and I guess it allows me to hack my education so that if I do ever decide to return back to higher education or tertiary education, it will allow me to give me a leg up in this sense. Uh, I guess the next part I wrote is a lot move word for knowledge than going to a degree in my experience. Um, ah, So I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot more knowledge learnt here than there is, I guess, from education. Now, in a sense, I've been in through university for about a year and a half, roughly, and I could safely say I pretty much forgot everything almost from that. I can like memorize and remember parts of it, and if you mention it to me in passing, be like, oh yeah, I can do that. But essentially, it's just forgettable knowledge. Now, I guess the one I was studying is accounting and marketing, and it's unfortunate to say that, like, despite the cost of how much it did, compared this to like the books I've read in this book list, I would say that I've learned more from the book lists than I have from my education. So I guess, in a sense, this book list is more of a life learning experience rather than just specific knowledge itself. And I guess the last thing I put is parts of learning the mechanics to what goes into learning. Now, I guess when you go through, I guess, high school, primary school, middle school, and then all the way up till you graduate, you get told what you should learn, but you don't necessarily learn how you should learn. It's just you're told what to do rather than knowing what you should do yourself. And I guess for going through this book list will allow me to like really break down the mechanics of how the human mind works, how it learns, peak performance, flow. I'm just going through this book list itself, and I just mastery, how to make it stick, fluency, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess in a sense I want to get through this book list and really want to make a, I guess, learning experience more fluid and I guess easier, I guess, but I guess in a sense more a purpose where this learning is going, in a sense, because you know when you go through uni initially and you start off, if you're not initially have that base from high school of like how you should learn, it doesn't actually improve when you get to university. It just kind of stick to your old habits and you stick to what you tried to do before, and if it wasn't good in the first place, there's only two ways it can go. You could either you change and you adapt, or you stick to your old guns and you fall flat on your face. And I guess that's what happened to me in the second option. So I guess this is what I'm aiming to achieve on this book list, to get through this book list and document it, I guess. Try and make some notes, because I'm trying to learn how to take notes. And I guess when I look back on this, I'll be like, oh, this is what I've learned so far. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll keep you updated. And yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a fun experience, an interesting experience. And yeah, I mean, if you wish to join me, subscribe, like, whatever the YouTube things are now. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. And yeah, pretty much. Alright, that's it for now. Alright. Peace.